Hello students, so today we are going to discuss chapter 15 probability. Okay, so I will not take much time in these topics. Okay, so I will give a brief and short description on that. Okay, so if I ask you, can you answer me what is probability? What is that probability means? So probability means doubt or chances. Okay, doubt, if you can give the examples in this way. Okay, so you are appearing in exams, so you might have doubts whether you are going to pass or fail. Okay, and chances, you buy the lottery ticket, so you might have chances to win or lose. Okay, so in this way we are deal the example of probability. Okay, so now there is a definition for the word probability. So in very simplistic manner you can write the definition of probability. How? So you write the statement which involves an element of uncertainty. Okay, now here the word uncertainty means any event that may likely to happen, any event that likely to happen. Okay, or any event that may not likely to happen. Okay, so suppose myself, I'm telling you that today is rain going to happen. Okay, rain suppose to be happen. Okay, and another case, you are telling to me, sir, today there will be no rain. No rain. Okay, so there are two conditions. Okay, it may happen, it may not happen. Okay, so in this, total number of events, okay, is 2. Total number of events means this is one case, this is another case. Okay, 2 cases means 2 events. Okay, so total outcomes will be 2. So that's why we are writing the probability formula: number of trials in which event happened, okay, upon total number of trials. So this one we can write in another form also. Okay, if you want to write these things, okay, you pause it your video and write it down. In another forms, you can write this formula: probability is equal to number of favorable outcomes upon total number of outcomes. Okay, there are two formulas: number of trials in which the event happened or upon total number of trials, and another formula is number of favorable outcomes. Favorable, the word favorable means what? In which event going to happen. Okay, so let's take one example. Let's take one example. A coin is tossed simultaneously. Okay, the coin is tossed simultaneously. What is the probability? What is the probability of getting two tails? Okay, now how many of you can understand these questions? Okay, a coin means, okay, let's not write a coin. A coin means one coin. Okay, we'll write two coins. Two coin is tossed simultaneously. What is the probability of getting two tails? So now see, in one coin, what we have? Head and tail. In another coin, what you have? Head and tail. Okay. Suppose you take two coins in your hands and just toss it. Okay, toss it, and after that, first case, suppose it falls at the ground, and you've seen that you got first trial. Okay, this is first trial. First trial you got head. Okay, in the second trial you got tail. In the third trial you got tail head, and in the last, not the least, means fourth trial you got tail. Okay, now except these four, cannot have any other trial. Okay, or any other event. So you can try it at your home by taking the two coins. Okay, except these four, you will not get the 5 number of trials or events. Okay, now our total number of trials. Total number of trials means how many trials we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. This is second trial. This is third trial. This is fourth trial. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 means coin the toss how many times? 4 times. Okay, so therefore total number of outcomes is equal to 4 times. Okay, understood? So in place of outcomes, you can write trials also. Total number of trials. So we'll write these outcomes for. Okay. Now we need to find out the probability. So before that, we need to find out number of favorable outcomes. Okay, according to formula. So number of favorable outcomes. Now, how will you understand or how to find out the number of favorable outcomes? You see here in the question they mentioned 2 coins is tossed simultaneously. See, already we have tossed the coins, okay, simultaneously. But in the question, what is the probability of getting 2 tails? So just see in the trials, in which we will getting the 2 trials. 1, 2, 3, 4 in fourth one, right? So how many 2 tails are there? Only one. There are no other 2 trials, 2 tails. Okay, this is 2 tails. So did you find out any other 2 tails? No, right? How many tails? This is only one time you are getting 2 tails. Okay, so probability of getting 2 tails only one time. So number of favorable outcome will be 1. So therefore probability. Okay. So probability, you have to write this formula. Probability, you write this formula. Therefore probability is equal to number of favorable outcomes upon total number of outcomes. So number of favorable outcomes will be 1 and total number of outcomes will be, how many trials we made? 4, means total number of outcomes will be 4. So 1 by 4. So our answer is, so you can write in this way, probability of event is equal to 1 by 4. Okay, or simply you write probability is equal to 1 by 4. This is our answer. Okay, I hope you have understood this one examples. Okay, so let's move to the exercise 15.1. Exercise 15.1. Okay, question number 1. I will do the solution directly for you. Okay, so all of you open your textbooks and read the questions. In a cricket match, a batswoman hits a boundary 6 times out of 30 balls she plays. Find the probability that she did not hit a boundary. Now see, here the cricket was playing by woman. Okay, now that woman was playing 30 balls. Okay, she was playing a 30 balls, and out of that 30 balls she hits a boundary 6 times. Okay, and we need to find the probability that she did not hit a boundary. So very easy questions. So simply you write, she plays the number of balls is equal to 30. She plays, okay, right. She plays the number of balls 30. Therefore, she hits the ball in the boundary is equal to 6 times. She hits the ball in the boundary 6 times, right? Now see, this is our total ball. Okay, total ball means total number of outcomes. Okay, and how many times she hit the ball in the boundary? 6 times. So how many times she did not hit the boundary? So there is logic. Okay, and it's very easy also. She played 30 balls, she hit the boundary 6 balls. Okay, 6 times. So it means now she did not hit the ball in the boundary. How many times? Very easy. She played 30 balls, and out of that she hit the ball in the boundary 6 times. So 30 minus 6 will be 24. So 24 times she did not hit the ball in the boundary. Okay. So this is our number of favorable outcome as it is mentioned in the questions. So you can write, therefore total number of outcomes is equal to 30. She played, total number of ball is 30. So number of favorable outcomes is equal to 24, right? So therefore probability of event, okay? Probability of event means what? The things, everything is going on, right? Means cricket match. This is called an event, okay? So number of, write the formula, number of favorable outcomes upon total number of outcomes, okay? So is equal to number of favorable outcomes upon total number of outcomes. So what will be the answer? Probability of event. So answer will be number of favorable outcomes will be 24. We got this 24, and total number of outcomes will be 30. You write 30. Now cancel with 2, okay? 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4, and 2 1s are 2 5s are 10. You can cut it by 3, 3 4s are 12, 3 5s are 15. So answer will be 4 5, okay? So this is our answer. Now go for question number 2. Question number 2. Okay. 1500 families with 2 children were selected randomly and the following data were recorded. Just see the table in the textbook. Number of girls in a family, okay? And the below is number of families. So in 475 families there are 2 girls. In 814 families there are 1 girl. In 211 families there are no girl, okay? To compute the probability of a family chosen at random having 2 girls, 1 girl, no girls, okay? And also check whether the sum of this probability is 1. Very easy questions. Very easy questions. Before that, first write total number of outcomes. Okay, total number of outcomes. How many families are there? Total families, total one, okay? And you find out the total one, that will be your total number of outcomes. So 1500 families. Okay, this is our total number of outcomes. Okay. Now put question number 1. You see in the below, 2 girls. Okay, 2 girls. Okay, fine. So in 2 girls, we need to find out the probability. Okay. So we got the total number of outcomes, that is 1500. Now number of favorable outcomes. Okay. Now you see the textbook in this. So this is the family. So in 2 girls, how many families are there? 475. So number of favorable outcomes will be 475. Okay. So therefore, probability of event is equal to number of favorable outcome upon total number of outcomes. And in the exams or in the unit test, whatever may be, you should write this formula, okay? Don't just write directly, you write the answer. Number of favorable outcomes will be 475 and total number of outcomes will be 1500. Okay, this is our total number of outcomes. Okay, clear? Now coming to the number 2. 1 girl, one girl. Okay, so write number of favorable outcomes is equal to okay, you see in the textbook again, in one girl how many families are there? 814. So this is your number of favorable outcome. Same, likewise you do the way I did in the one. Okay, you do it, and in the same way, question number 3, no girl. Okay, do it. For this, see, in one girl, you will get the probability 814 upon 1500, and in no girl, you will get the probability of event 211 upon 1500. Okay, these 3 values you get. Okay, already I have done this one, so I have written again this. Now in the question they said also check whether the sum of these probabilities is 1 or not. Check. The sum is equal to probability of 2 girls plus probability of 1 girl plus probability of no girl. Okay, the probability of 2 girl we got 475 upon 1500 plus this one we got 814 upon 1500 plus this one we got 211 upon 1500. Okay, so just take the LCM 1500 we get the LCM is 1500. Okay, and the numerator whatever is there you write it as it is. Okay, we add all the value, you get 1500, and below 1500 is here, cancel it, you will get 1. So sum is equal to 1. Okay, checked. This is a very easy one. Okay, so next question, question number 3. Question number you see in your textbook, refer to example 5, section 14.4, chapter 14. Find the probability that a student of the class was born in August. Okay, I have given you the screenshot of my questions. Okay, this one. So, and even I have mentioned the page number 265, example 5. Okay, this is the question and this is the diagram. So, question number 3, your requirement is that to find out the total number of outcomes. Okay, and after that number of favorable outcomes. So, total number of outcomes. You see, in the questions, in a particular actions of class 9, 40 students were asked about the months of their birth and the following graph was prepared for the data so obtained. So in the class how many students are there? 40 students. So here total number of outcomes is equal to 40. Okay. Now in the question they said find the probability that the students of the class was born in August. So therefore number of favorable outcomes. Okay, how to find it? So in the question you see find the probability that the students of the class was born in August. So this is the month of birth and this is the number of students. Okay, so in the month of August, how many students born? 6 students. Okay, this is from the question. You see, find the probability that the students of the class was born in August. So in the month of August, there are 6 students are born. So number of favorable outcome will be 6. Okay. So in the bracket I will write number of students born in August. Okay, that is your 6 value. Okay. So therefore probability of event, can write number of favorable outcomes upon total number of outcomes is equal to number of favorable outcome will be 6 and total number of outcome is 40. Now cut by 2. 2 3 is 6, 2 2 is 4. So answer is 3 by 20. Okay, understood? Now say question number 4. Question number 4 is very easy. In this chapter, you have to find it out the total number of outcomes, then number of favorable outcomes, then your answer is finished. Okay, and easily do the answer. Now see question number 4. Say question number 4. In your textbook you see 3 coins are tossed simultaneously 200 times. So they coin the toss. How many coins? 3 coins. They toss simultaneously how many times? 200 times. Okay, 200 times means 200 trials. Okay, or you can say 200 events. So total number of outcomes will be 200. Event is, okay, suppose you are organizing any functions, that is called event. Okay, in that many curriculum activities, many things are there. Okay, suppose here event is 3 coins are tossed simultaneously, that is your event. And 200 times means 200 trials. Okay, they try 200 times. Now in the box, you see, this is the box, right? Don't draw this one. This is there in a textbook. Okay. Outcome, and this is frequency. This is 3 heads. This is 2 heads. This is 1 head. And this is no head. 23, 72, 77, 28. Okay. So in the question they said, if the 3 coins are simultaneously tossed again, compute the probability of 2 heads coming up. 2 heads coming up. Probability of 2 heads coming up. 2 heads. Where is 2 heads? This is 2 heads. So in 2 heads, how many frequencies are there? 72. Okay. So our question is solve. Outcomes, total outcome is 200 and number of favorable outcomes. So it's equal to probability of getting 2 heads. Okay. 2 heads coming up. 2 heads coming up means how many frequencies? Don't write 2. Okay. So probability of coming 2 heads. So in 2 heads, how many frequencies are there? 72. So total, not total, number of favorable outcomes will be 72. So therefore, probability of event. Okay, you can write number of favorable outcomes upon total number of outcomes. So number of favorable outcomes is equal to 72 and total number of outcomes we have 200. Now you see both number are even number, so you can cancel it by 2. 2 3 is 6, 2 6 is 12, 200 is 200, and 2 1 is 2 8 is 16, 2 5 is 10, and 2 9 is 18, 2 2 is 4, 2 5 is 10. So we get the answer 9 by 25. Okay. So in exams, if you don't want to cut it the number, keep as it is 72 upon 200. Any number, okay? Any probability, any question. If you don't want to cancel it, then keep as it is, okay? No need to cancel it. Okay students, thank you very much for your patience, and question number 5 I will continue in my next class, okay, or in the second part I will explain this question number 5.